Okay, this is a video explanation of how to solve two-step equations. So we're going to start with our first question, which is a level 2, and it's just explaining how to solve one step. So one step means that there's just one step to solve for our variable. So you'll see that we have a plus 13. And remember, when we're trying to solve, we have to undo, or the opposite of that operation. So if it's plus 13, the opposite of that would be minus 13. And I'm going to do that on both sides. So when we have 13 minus 13, we get 0. So all that's left is s, which is already there. And then we just have to do 79 minus 13. So 9 minus 3 is 6, and 7 minus 1 is 6. So we know that our s equals 66 for this problem. And that's it. For the next question, this is where we have our two steps, okay? And we're trying to solve for x. So first things first is we want to get rid of this plus 5. So the opposite of plus 5 is minus 5 on both sides. 5 minus 5 is 0. I'm going to bring down the negative 6x. And notice how we have a negative 19 minus 5. If you have to or need to write it next to it so you can visibly see that it's negative 19 minus 5, you can do that too. Either way is fine. But negative 19 minus 5, you should get a negative 24. So that first step is finished. So now we have negative 6x. Negative 6x, that means negative 6 times x. So the opposite of multiplication is division, and I'm going to show that as a fraction. And we want to divide by the negative 6, so we get 1x or just x, because negative 6 divided by negative 6 is 1, x or just x, and then negative 24 divided by negative 6 is a positive 4, so x equals 4. Okay, our last problem, again, two steps. I want to get rid of this minus 4, so in order to do that, I need to do the opposite, which is plus 4 on both sides. So negative 4 plus 4 is 0, and I'm going to bring down the x over 2. And then I have 8 plus 4. 8 plus 4 is 12. So if it looks like a fraction, that means it's dividing. So I need to do the opposite of divide, which is to multiply. And I'm going to multiply each side by 2. Whatever you're dividing by is what you multiply by. Now, we've done this before. 2 times x over 2. Well, 2 times x is 2x, and then you have over 2. And we know 2 divided by 2 is 1x or just x. So that's why all of this becomes just x. And then we just do 12 times 2, which is 24. So those should have been your answers for solving two-step equations.